स्वामी गुरु महाराज के गुणानुवर्णन के लिए। हरि बोल। तो कल गुरु महाराज का आविर्भाव दिवस था। तो जैसा कि हम जानते हैं कि गुरु महाराज को तो अपना गुणानुवर्णन पसंद ही नहीं था। वो अपनी व्यास पूजा को श्रील प्रभुपाद मेमोरियल फेस्टिवल के रूप में मनाते थे और उन्होंने अपना जो व्यास पूजा है इसीलिए मनाना शुरू किया क्योंकि उनके गुरु भाइयों ने उनसे अनुरोध किया था। और आज मंच सबके लिए खुला है कि सब लोग आए और गुरु महाराज का गुणानुवर्णन करके कृपा प्राप्त करें।
नमो विष्णु पदाय कृष्णाय भूतले श्रीमती भक्ति चारु स्वामी इति नामने स्निग्धा चेता सुप्रानेता भाग्मिनाम चार अस्फुटम प्रभुपाद गाथा प्रणाम नौमी भक्ति चारु padam. Hare Krishna, everybody. So before I offer my offering to Guru Maharaj, I would like to thank Bhakti Prem Swami and his team of devotees for inviting us for this Vyasa Puja and Srila Prabhupada Memorial. The arrangements have been fantastic. We were very nicely taken care of, and you can see the dedication of the devotees in Ujjain is pleasing to Guru Maharaj. From everything, from the transport, prasadam, accommodation, the audio-visual, everything has been perfect. So this is really celebration for Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada, and I think all of you should be very proud of your achievements at this Srila Prabhupada Memorial Festival. Well done. So I'll now read my offering. Dearest Guru Maharaj, please accept my most humble obeisances at the dust of your lotus feet. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to your divine grace. On this auspicious occasion of your Vyasa Puja, I am filled with gratitude for your compassionate nature that touched the lives of our family and countless souls around this world. Srila Prabhupada says in the concluding lines of his purport to Bhagavatam 5.13 text 1, quote, one should also have compassion for the people in general who are suffering due to the forgetfulness of Krishna, unquote. I have personally seen that you on many occasions exhibiting compassion for people in general. Only one who is completely Krishna conscious, who sees Krishna everywhere, can truly be compassionate. One who sees Krishna and the Jiva's relationship with Krishna becomes compassionate, understanding that the Jivas are suffering because of forgetting Krishna. Your heart bled seeing the suffering of the simple people of this world that have turned their backs to Krishna. Your universal love knew no bounds, transcending borders and cultures, embracing all with the warmth of your affection. Your compassionate nature reflects the boundless mercy of Lord Krishna himself. Your kindness and understanding embraced everybody, regardless of the background or circumstances. Your tireless efforts to spread the teachings of Bhakti Yoga and the Hare Krishna movement have sown the seeds of devotion in every corner of the world. Thus, you set out distributing Krishna consciousness to everyone so all can benefit. Your lifetime ambition was to make ISKCON financially independent. You set up many successful projects to ensure that this has become a reality. You spent your last cent in the service of Srila Prabhupada and ISKCON. You suffered much trepidation in this regard, but you stood steadfast in your commitments. Your wisdom and leadership have fostered a sense of unity and purpose within the ISKCON community, nurturing growth and harmony. Your unique achievements stand as monuments of your devotion, leadership, and tireless service. For this, the entire society will forever be grateful to you, generation after generation. Years from now, you'll be seen as a legend in ISKCON for the efforts in building the solid foundation for ISKCON, in making it the dominant philosophy as per Lord Chaitanya's prediction. Your unwavering commitment to ISKCON and Srila Prabhupada's mission is difficult to compare and has been instrumental as a guiding light, inspiring us to deepen our own devotional journeys. You taught us how to make Krishna the center of our lives and act only for Krishna. This has made the pathway clearer and smoother for us in our devotional service. Helping place Krishna in the center as you always taught, and has brought us the most unqualified into contact with the highest form of love possible, which has irrevocably transformed our lives. This can only happen by the contact with the Parampara, your and Srila Prabhupada's boundless mercy. You have Krishna, and you are able to give us Krishna. So I fall at your lotus feet and offer this humble prayer. Please award me service and remembrance at your lotus feet, for I desire nothing else, not even liberation. Please allow me to eternally serve the servant of the servant. Guru Maharaj, your life was a beautiful melody of devotion, service, and selflessness. As we celebrate your Vyasa Puja, I offer my heartfelt gratitude for the profound impact you've had on my spiritual journey and the lives of countless others. Please bless me with the strength to follow in your footsteps, to embody the compassion, commitment, and the universal love that you so gracefully exemplify. In conclusion, I reiterate that as per your instruction, I will never leave ISKCON and will remain dedicated to Srila Prabhupada's mission. Please forgive me for any offenses that I may have committed. Please protect this most fallen of your disciples, your eternal servant, Sunil Mohandas.
Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Vishnaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Charu Swami iti namine Sikna Cheta Supranita Vagninam Charu Supadam Prabhupada Gata Prana Nomi Bhakti Charupadam. Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Vishnaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami iti namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavari Paschaktate Satarine. Dearest Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances at the dust of your lotus feet on this most auspicious day of your divine appearance. All glories to you, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. On your annual and biannual visits to South Africa, our home would be buzzing with the excitement of devotees coming to have your darshan, to serve you, and listen to your kirtan and classes. It was so jubilant that we forgot our lives outside your association. Those were the best days of my life. As a pure devotee of the Supreme Lordships, Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan, you shared profound wisdom with the whole world and touched the lives of countless souls and showed by example what dedication to the spiritual master's instructions and service means. We could not fathom our good fortune to be able to serve you and receive your mercy. We felt extremely privileged that you bestowed upon us your divine association. Often you would say that Vani is more important than Bapu. Yet in the absence, I have many mixed feelings. I know that my absorption in your lectures and kirtan will help me connect it to you. But I miss your transcendental association tremendously. When you left us, my world became dark and I felt lost. With time, I made a concerted effort to listen to your lectures and kirtan daily. And by your divine grace, I began to feel connected to you. I felt the sun shine again, and your assurance that you are here always guiding me and protecting me. My heart overflows with gratitude that you gave me shelter, picked me up from this miserable world and allowed me access to the spiritual world. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 19.151, it is stated, Brahmane Brahmite Kono Bhagyavan Jiva Guru Krishna Prasada Paya Bhakti Lata Beach. According to their karma, all living entities are wandering through the entire universe. Some of them are being elevated to the upper planetary systems, and some are going down to the lower planetary systems. Out of many millions of wandering living entities, one who is very fortunate gets the opportunity to associate with the bona fide spiritual master by the grace of Krishna. By the mercy of both Krishna and the spiritual master, such person receives the seed of the kripa of devotional service. I have been wandering lifetime after lifetime in this universe without any direction, and it was indeed my Bhagyavan good fortune to have received your prasad, your mercy, that intervened my aimless wanderings. You have indeed planted the seed of bhakti in my heart. How can I repay the Guru? It is not possible, because you gave me the greatest gift of eternal life. My only repayment is to try to follow your instructions, preach Krishna consciousness to everyone in whatever way I can, and make you proud by advancing in Krishna consciousness. You are the spiritual warrior of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and my divine hero. My heart overflows with love for you, Guru Maharaj. I wish to develop an unwavering devotion to you as you demonstrated in your faith in Srila Prabhupada and Lord Krishna. I beg for your blessings to become a worthy disciple and make you proud. Please bless me to also properly serve the devotees who serve you well. Your servant Himangi Devi Dasi.
Hare Krishna. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Charu Swami Niti Namine Snigdha Cheta Supraneta Vagminam Charasapratam Prabhupada Gata Prana Nomi Bhakti Charu Padam. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Hare Krishna and Dandavat Pranam to all Vaishnavas. So I will read my Vyasa Puja offering to Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna, dear Guru Maharaj, Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to your divine lotus feet. Guru Maharaj, I am writing this offering for the occasion of your most auspicious Vyasa Puja Day 2023. Please accept this offering at your divine lotus feet. Guru Maharaj, it has been 3 years since you left us your physical presence, and the more I realize and contemplate, it only turns out to be your mercy, so that you can make me more and more conscious of you in each and every step, and to be able to remember you more and more. In this way, you are blessing me to become more serious and sincere. At times when I feel lost and despondent, your daily quotes and your divine Vani help me to see light at the end of the dark tunnel. Obviously, it is not a coincidence, for you are so merciful even to your non-serious followers. But I am so ignorant and fallen, Guru Maharaj, that still I am ready to drink the poison of sense gratification and material enjoyment, and not able to cut this tight knot. Passion and ignorance sometimes overpowers me, and I again fall down to material well. I pray to your lotus feet that I may always remember them at each and every stage of my life and hold on to them very tightly. Guru Maharaj, in last 1 year, a lot has been happening. His Holiness Bhakti Prem Swami Guru Maharaj allowed us to serve him by staying at our place for 4 days in November last year. There were multiple occasions when I got to associate with Maharaj physically and serve him personally. The good news of Maharaj becoming an initiating spiritual master was very much exciting for me, and it means a lot to me, as you know. I got the chance to visit Sri Jagannath Puri Dham in January, Mayapur in March and in July, and Sri Vrindavan Dham in April and June. During your third Tirobhav Mahotsav, I was very fortunate to be in Mayapur and attend the full program. All your disciples and followers made first-class arrangement for the Mahotsav. By your mercy and by the blessings and able guidance of your dear disciple, His Grace Giriraj Prabhu, we have started preaching classes at our place, and I am trying to serve His Grace Giriraj Prabhu and these new devotees so that they may all become very nice devotees as you would always want us to become. I offer everything at your lotus feet. Please accept the praise and please forgive the misgivings and any offenses so that I can improve and serve everyone nicely and not become proud of anything. I pray that may I always remember that it is all due to the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, yourself and the senior devotees, that whatever progress that I am making, that I am able to do so. I also want to pray for my spiritual health so that I can again make my morning sadhana proper and regular so that I can chant minimum 16 rounds attentively and not commit any offenses at the feet of all the Vaishnavas and at your divine lotus feet. Forgotten Krishna, we fallen souls, paying most heavy the illusion's toll. Darkness all around untrace, the only hope, His divine grace. Your most fallen servant.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद रोनी प्रभु। तो प्रभु ने बताया कि गुरु महाराज इतने कृपालु थे कि जो भक्त पूरी निष्ठा से पालन नहीं कर पाते थे सब कुछ, उनके प्रति भी वो करुणा में कोई भी कमी नहीं करते थे। गुरु महाराज ने श्रील प्रभुपाद की उस पोयम का भी उल्लेख किया जो उन्होंने श्रील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर महाराज को अर्पित की थी उनकी व्यास पूजा पे। तो अब हम बुलाना चाहेंगे शिवानी माता जी को।
नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति चारु स्वामिनिति नामिने स्निग्ध चेता सुप्रणेता वाग्मिनं च रसाप्लुतं प्रभुपाद गत प्राण नौमे भक्ति चारु पदम। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। Hare Krishna and Dandvat Pranam to all dear devotees. I'll read my offering to Srila Gurudev. Hare Krishna, dear Guru Maharaj. Dandvat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to you, Guru Maharaj. Dear Guru Maharaj, my heart always gets overwhelmed with happiness whenever I think about you. I always relish your first ever direct instruction given to me to try to chant 16 rounds. That was the day when my life started changing for good. And after your shelter, I started feeling that I am secure now. I got strong faith that I am on the right path, guided by you, Guru Maharaj. And whatever ups and downs will come into my life, you will always hold my hand to pull me up of material calamities and show me the right path. Guru Krishna Prasade Paye Bhakti Lata Bij. Thank you so much, Guru Maharaj, for implanting the seed of transcendental happiness, devotion. Although I am very much fallen and having so much attachment to material things, still you agreed to accept my surrender. Guru Maharaj, we all miss you. We miss your physical presence. I am trying to follow the instructions given by you, but I lack very much on the instruction to read Srila Prabhupada books. I feel like I am getting continuous chastisement for that. Still, I am so stubborn that I don't read regularly. This shows how much non-serious I am. I seek your mercy that I can be serious in bhakti. Guru Maharaj, your very dear disciple and protector of my sinking boat, His Holiness Bhakti Prem Swami Maharaj, has received approval for being initiating spiritual master. I felt like top on the world when this news came. I am aspiring to get initiation from His Holiness Bhakti Prem Swami Maharaj. Guru Maharaj, I feel connected to you, to Guru Parampara, whenever I hear Maharaj. With every meeting, my faith is getting stronger and stronger. This year, we had good fortune to serve Maharaj personally in Gurgaon. Maharaj visited Gurgaon and stayed at our place for 4 days. Best days of my life. Although we don't have much facility to serve him, but he very mercifully accepted our menial service very happily. Guru Maharaj, by mercy of your another very dear disciple, His Grace Giriraj Prabhu, we started Bhakti Vriksha at our place. Ronnie Prabhu is taking the class and I am trying to help him.
Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhakti Charu Swami Niti Namine Snikta Cheta Supraneta Vagminam Chara Sapatam Prabhupada Kata Prana Nomi Bhakti Charu Padam. So this is a poem that I composed for Guru Maharaj's Vyasa Puja, and it's actually to be sung in a tune, and that tune is the Sheshubhadine, that tune. So I hope I can sing for Guru Maharaj this short tune, but I have got asthma and cough, so please excuse me. September 17th, blessed and historic day for the world. Srila Prabhupada's sweet lotus feet entered Boston Harbor. That's the day that you appeared, bringing the ocean of love. Sweeter than honey, softer than petals, your heart brings forth liquid nectar. Nectar of devotion, you absorbed each and every syllable. Your heart captured the divine nectar that you shared with all of us. Prabhupada's Vani, your life and soul, dedication forever. Abhay, Charan, the epic serial, manifested from your heart. Your master's Vani, rendered by you in sweet Bengali verse. Kavi Shiromani, Vaishnava prayers sang sweeter than morning bird song. You proved how to love is gone, and vowed never to leave it. Cooperation you defined to become the servant of the servants. Srila Prabhupada shelter you, showed us how to come closer. Founder Acharya, Shiksha preeminent, following Prabhupada's Vani. How can we ever repay you, my sweet master, so pure and true? You've given us your prized possession, Srila Prabhupada's lotus feet. Service in separation brings union cherished forever. Continue your legacy of love, and we will meet you in our hearts. Spread the message in unity in every town and village. You left this world in the battle fire, proving sweet love's conclusion. Depart the world, giving and preaching. This was your motto sublime. Fearlessness in the face of death. This was your final pastime. You left the Maha Mantra for us, drinking the blessed elixir. Medicine given by you to us, to drink this Krishna Prema Rasa. Union comes to those who follow. For this you've given your promise. You are the Prema Parasamani, by which we can enter Goloka. Your soft heart melts like liquid nectar, full with compassion. You manifested Sri Radha Madan Mohan, the treasure from your sweet heart. Prabhupada Gata Prana, the title bestowed upon you. Your Vani, our life, our Prana, our Savior, without which we cannot live. Charu Charan, full of Amrit, softer than petals, sweeter than roses. We drink the nectar from your lotus feet, just like the baby calf drinks.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji, for sharing such beautiful poem for the pleasure of Guru Maharaj. Anybody able to remember which song this rhyme is based on? Huh? Sheshub Dine. Yeah. So thank you, Mataji. We will invite next Janvi Priya Mataji for sharing her offering. Janvi Priya Mataji from Surat. We know like every year she used to write poem for the pleasure of Guru Maharaj. Beautiful prayers for Guru Maharaj. She is preaching in Surat. She is a wonderful preacher. Next we will invite Jaiti Radha Mataji. She should be ready. Hare Krishna.
महाराज दंडवत प्रणाम, सभी भक्तों के चरणों में दंडवत प्रणाम। गुरु महाराज हर साल सूरत में करीब करीब 3 से 4 बार आते थे और एक बार हम सूरत से उज्जैन आते थे, तो इन एवरेज 3 महीने में एक बार हम गुरु महाराज से मिला करते थे। तो गुरुदेव कॉन्शियस रहते थे, हमारे हृदय में गुरुदेव की याद रहती थी। और जो भी छोटी मोटी प्रॉब्लम्स कभी अराइज होती थी, कांग्रेगेशन में होता है, लेकिन पता नहीं क्यों गुरुदेव का पाँव सूरत में पड़ते ही हम सब कुछ भूल जाते, डिफरेंसेस भी भूल जाते थे, कोई प्रॉब्लम्स भी भूल जाते थे, और इस तरह से सब फिर से एक होके सेवा करते थे। लेकिन गुरु महाराज चले गए तो इट्स नॉट ही हैज़ गॉन, ही इज़ ऑलवेज अराउंड, बट इट इज़ माई लैक ऑफ विजन। तो मुझे इस बार जब मैं ऑफरिंग लिख रही थी तो मुझे ऐसा लग रहा था कि कितने साल हो गए मैं मिली नहीं गुरु महाराज से। तो एक ऑफरिंग जो मेरा डर है वो मैंने गुरु महाराज को लिखी। लेकिन इस बार जब मैं उज्जैन आई तो मुझे लग रहा था कि इन 4-5 दिनों में वी एक्चुअली रिवाइव्ड गुरु महाराज कॉन्शियसनेस। इतने सुंदर इंतज़ाम, इतनी अच्छी सेवा, इतने अच्छे क्लासेस, तो लग रहा था कि जो रिवाइव हुआ कॉन्शियसनेस, उसके बाद मैंने एक ऑफरिंग लिखी। तो आई ऑफर्ड गुरु महाराज 2 ऑफरिंग्स, वन बिफोर आई केम इन उज्जैन एंड अनदर बिफोर आफ्टर कमिंग इन उज्जैन। आई रीड द वन, प्रकाश प्रभु ने मुझे बोला कि नहीं तुम बिफोर वाली पढ़ना, इफ़ देर इज़ टाइम आई विल सिंग द आफ्टर वन ऑल्सो, बट आई एम रीडिंग नाउ माई कॉन्शियसनेस बिफोर कमिंग टू उज्जैन। गुरु महाराज जब चले गए थे तो हर छोटी छोटी बात पे रोना आ जाता था, हर छोटी छोटी बात पे उनकी याद आती थी। लेकिन ऐसे लग रहा था इस साल मुझे कि आई एम फेडिंग अवे, द मेमोरी ऑफ गुरु महाराज इन माई हार्ट इज फेडिंग अवे। आँखों में आंसू अब उतने नहीं आते, आपके शब्द कानों में पहले से नहीं गूंजते। नयन जिसे हर जगह ढूंढा करते थे, नज़रों को वो तलाश अब क्यों नहीं है। अपने भौतिक जीवन में मस्त होती जा रही हूँ। गुरुदेव, क्या मैं आपको भूलती जा रही हूँ? आपके चरणों का आश्रय कमज़ोर क्यों हो रहा है? शरणागति का पाठ मुझे फिर से पढ़ना है। आपका मुस्कुराता चेहरा धुंधला क्यों हो रहा है? मेरे हृदय में आपका प्रेम कितना गहरा है? ये सवाल मैं स्वयं से हर रोज़ पूछ रही हूँ। गुरुदेव, कहीं मैं आपको भूल तो नहीं रही हूँ? आपके निर्देश धन प्राण क्यों नहीं हैं? आपकी वाणी सेवा अब भी हृदयार्थ क्यों नहीं है? क्यों मन को आपकी तलाश नहीं है? क्यों वो खालीपन का एहसास नहीं है? कोशिश करके भी मैं हार रही हूँ। क्या ये प्रमाण है कि मैं आपको भूल रही हूँ? कई जन्मों का जीवन देकर भी आपका ऋण चुकाना मुमकिन नहीं। अयोग्य को आपने स्वीकारा, प्रेम दिया, यह भूलना भी संभव नहीं। परंतु निर्लज्ज मैं कृतज्ञ होती जा रही हूँ। गुरुदेव, क्यों मैं आपको भूलती जा रही हूँ? आप तो पहले से भी अधिक हमारे साथ हैं और कई बार दे चुके इसका प्रमाण है। हमारी आध्यात्मिक सुरक्षा आज भी अन्य कोई नहीं कर रहे, आप हैं। क्यों मैं ही ये स्वीकार नहीं कर पा रही हूँ? गुरुदेव, कैसे मैं आपको भूलती जा रही हूँ? गुरुदेव, मुझे वाणी और बप्पू के चक्र में मत फंसाओ। कभी कभी तो इन आँखों को नजर आओ। मैं शास्त्र निपुण नहीं, एक बुद्धू नारी हूँ। कथम पश्येमहि स्त्रिय, आप ही बताओ। हाँ, आप कहेंगे तो मैं सब मान लूँगी। धीरे धीरे वाणी सेवा पर भी ध्यान दूंगी, पर अभी मेरा हृदय नहीं मान रहा है। मैं अपने लक्ष्य से भटकती जा रही हूँ। गुरुदेव, मुझे नहीं भूलना आपको। मैं क्यों आपको भूलती जा रही हूँ? जब भक्त बुलाते हैं मुझे आपकी शिष्या, यही तो है संबंध ज्ञान मेरा। यदि कर पाऊँ आपकी और आपकी शिष्यों की कोई तुच्छ सेवा, यही तो है अभिधेय मेरा। और जिस दिन आप बुलाएं मुझे अपनी बेटी, अपनी शिष्या, बस यही तो है प्रायोजन जीवन का। अब तक तो हूँ मैं गुरु भोगी, बन पाऊँ किसी दिन गुरु सेवी, इसी को मानूंगी मैं स्वरूप सिद्धि। क्या मैं अपनी पहचान से भटकती जा रही हूँ गुरुदेव? क्या सच में मैं आपको भूलती जा रही हूँ? आज आपसे मांगती एक दान हूँ, भिक्षुक की झोली में डाल दीजिए। आपके चरण सदैव हृदय में रहे मेरे, आपकी आवाज़ कानों में सदा गूंजे। आपकी वाणी का सदा अनुसरण करके एक दिन लौट आऊँ मैं आपकी सेवा में, चाहे जैसी भी हूँ। आप मत भूलना मुझे, भले ही मैं आपको भूलती जा रही हूँ, भले ही मैं आपको भूलती जा रही हूँ। Thank you very much. So if time permits, then tell me, I will read the other poem which I offered Guru Maharaj after attending Ujjain's program. Sure. Thank you very much.
तो थैंक यू माता जी, बहुत सुंदर ऑफरिंग लिखने के लिए। हम बुलाना चाहेंगे जयती राधा माता जी फ्रॉम सूरत।
हरे कृष्णा। मैं फर्स्ट टाइम यहाँ पर बोल रही हूँ तो बहुत नर्वस हूँ। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति चारु स्वामी निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशता। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति चारु स्वामी निति नामिने स्निग्ध चेता सुप्रीत वाग्मिनम जलसपुतम प्रभुपाद गत प्राण नवमी भक्ति चारु पदम। कल मैंने जब भक्ति प्रेम महाराज की ऑफरिंग सुनी तो मुझे लगा ये होती है कॉन्शियसनेस कि क्या महाराज का समर्पण है और क्या उनकी फीलिंग्स है। एक सच्चा शिष्य कैसा होना चाहिए, मुझे ऐसे रियलाइज हुआ कि हम तो सिर्फ दिखावा करते हैं, लेकिन महाराज एक आदर्श शिष्य हैं और सब बहुत प्रेम करते हैं गुरु महाराज से, सब बहुत सेवा करते हैं। यहाँ पर मैंने सब डिवोटीज को देखा, हम आकर खाली गेस्ट की तरह आते हैं और एंजॉय करके चले जाते हैं। तो एक छोटी सी पोयम है, गुरु महाराज से ही प्रे कर रही हूँ कि गुरु महाराज जी अपने प्रति मुझे अपना प्रेम दें। बहुत ही शुभ दिन है आज, गुरुदेव आपकी व्यास पूजा है। मेरे जैसे पतित के लिए आपके अलावा विश्व में न और कोई दूजा है। संघर्ष कर रही थी भाव सागर की गहराई में, आपने ही आकर मुझे खोजा है। आपके निर्देशन में इस्कॉन की बोट में बैठी रहूं, यही मेरे उद्धार की एकमात्र आशा है। इस अवसर को चूक न जाऊं, यही है प्रार्थना मेरी। गुरुदेव आपके चरणों में हो प्रेम, यही है प्रार्थना मेरी। गुरु की खोज में भारत की कई जगह पर गए आप, भक्ति रसामृत सिंधु पढ़कर प्रभुपाद को शरणागत हो गए आप। प्रभुपाद ने कहा ये जीवन कृष्ण को दे दो और तैयार हो गए आप। प्रभुपाद की छाया बनकर उनके साथ रहे आप। मैं भी शील प्रभुपाद और आपको शरणागत हो सकूं, यही है प्रार्थना मेरी। गुरुदेव आपके चरणों में हो प्रेम, यही है प्रार्थना मेरी। जहां भी जाते हो भक्तों के हाथ की कठपुतली बन जाते हो। भक्तों की प्रसन्नता और संतुष्टि के लिए कुछ भी कर जाते हो। सड़क पर चलते व्यक्ति से लेकर महल में रहते व्यक्ति के हृदय को स्पर्श कर जाते हो। बच्चों के साथ बच्चे और जवान के साथ जवान बन जाते हो। डिवोटी केयर ही प्रचार है, इसे अपने आचरण से सार्थक कर जाते हो। मैं भी इस भाव को ग्रहण कर सकूं, यही है प्रार्थना मेरी। गुरुदेव आपके चरणों में हो प्रेम, यही है प्रार्थना मेरी। एक बार एक छोटी लड़की ने गुरु महाराज से प्रश्न किया था कि मेरा एक इम्पॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन है, मुझे कृष्ण का नंबर चाहिए। तो गुरु महाराज मुस्कुराए और बोले कि बिल्कुल सही बात है, जब आप किसी से मिल नहीं सकते तो फोन पे बात कर सकते हैं। तो गुरु महाराज ने बोला हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। तुम जब कॉल करोगे कृष्ण को तो कृष्ण को कहना मैं तुमसे बहुत प्रेम करती हूँ और तुम्हारी सेवा करना चाहती हूँ। और कृष्ण कहेंगे ओह रियली, मैं अनंत काल से तुम्हारे फोन का इंतजार कर रहा था, मैं इतना प्रसन्न हूँ कि तुमने सामने से चल के मुझे कॉल किया। तो ऐसे महाराज बच्चों के साथ बच्चे बन जाते थे। आपका प्रेम से हमें देखना हृदय के मैल को धो देता है। आपका प्रेम से हमारा नाम पुकारना कानों में अमृत घोल देता है। आपका प्रेम से पूछना आप सब कैसे हैं मन को मोह लेता है। आप प्रेम के सागर हैं, मैं एक बूंद बन सकूं, यही है प्रार्थना मेरी। गुरुदेव आपके चरणों में हो प्रेम, यही है प्रार्थना मेरी। एक बार एक डिवोटी आए थे उज्जैन मंदिर में दर्शन करने, तो महाराज सीढ़ियां उतर रहे थे और वो चढ़ रहा था, तो उसने महाराज को प्रणाम किया। तो महाराज ने पूछा आप कहाँ से आए, आप कैसे हैं? तो उसने बताया मैं कहाँ से आया। फिर बोला आते रहना, बस 3 वाक्य, आप कहाँ से आए, कैसे हैं, आते रहना। कुछ समय बाद वो 16 माला कर रहा था और इस्कॉन में जुड़ गया था। तो हम लोग किसी को एक माला शुरू कराने में पसीने छूट जाते हैं और महाराज को देखते ही कोई भी भक्त बन जाता था। वैष्णव के गुणगान करने में बहुत आनंद लेते हो आप। वैष्णव अपराध से बड़े सावधान रहते हो आप। वैष्णव सदाचार के मूर्तिमान स्वरूप हो आप। उपदेशामृत के षड विदम प्रीति लक्षणम को सार्थक कर देते हो आप। वैष्णव की महिमा को मैं भी समझ सकूं, यही है प्रार्थना मेरी। गुरुदेव आपके चरणों में हो प्रेम, यही है प्रार्थना मेरी। शील प्रभुपाद के रत्नों में अनमोल रत्न हो आप। शील प्रभुपाद की विशेष कृपा, प्रेम और व्यक्तिगत संग हुआ है आपको प्राप्त। परम पूज्य लोकनाथ स्वामी महाराज कहते हैं प्रभुपाद मैन है आप। आपके सभी गुरु भाई कहते हैं परफेक्ट जेंटलमैन है आप। आपके चरणों की धूल का एक कण बन सकूं, यही है प्रार्थना मेरी। गुरुदेव आपके चरणों में हो प्रेम, यही है प्रार्थना मेरी। हर एक क्षेत्र में निपुण हैं आप, चाहे हो भोजन भजन या हो आचार या प्रचार। जिसने भी खाया आपके हाथ का प्रसाद, आज भी है उसकी जीवा पर वो स्वाद। आपका मधुर कीर्तन भर देता है हर जीव में उल्लास। गुरुदेव अनंत गुण हैं आपके, किस किस गुण का मैं करूं बखान। आपके गुणों का एक अंश मैं भी प्राप्त कर सकूं, यही है प्रार्थना मेरी। गुरुदेव आपके चरणों में हो प्रेम, यही है प्रार्थना मेरी। कठिन और जटिल विषय को सरलता से प्रस्तुत कर देते हो। हमारे सवालों को सटीक उत्तर द्वारा स्पष्ट कर देते हो। नासमझ और मूर्ख भी शास्त्रों को समझ सके ऐसी दृष्टि प्रदान कर देते हो। भागवत पढ़ गया भागवत स्थाने को सार्थक कर देते हो। आपकी दृष्टि से शास्त्रों को समझ सकूं, यही है प्रार्थना मेरी। गुरुदेव आपके चरणों में हो प्रेम, यही है प्रार्थना मेरी। हमारी गलतियों पर आपका डांटना और साथ ही प्रेम का एहसास वैसे ही है जैसे कड़वी दवाई के साथ शहद की मिठास। भक्तों को सुधारने के लिए सख्ती और नरमी दोनों का अनोखा अंदाज है आपके पास। मैं भी इस कला को सीख सकूं, यही है प्रार्थना मेरी। गुरुदेव आपके चरणों में हो प्रेम, यही है प्रार्थना मेरी। कल मैं मधुर से बात कर रही थी कि मुझे कभी गुरु महाराज ने डांटा नहीं, फिर याद आया एक बार डांटा था। व्यास पूजा के समय मैंने एक क्वेश्चन लिखा था गुरु महाराज को और उसमें ऑल ग्लोरीज टू श्रील प्रभुपाद लिखना भूल गई थी। बहुत सारे लोगों ने नहीं लिखा था, लेकिन गुरु महाराज ने जब मेरा क्वेश्चन पढ़ा तब बोला जयती वेर इज ऑल ग्लोरीज टू श्रील प्रभुपाद। हमेशा याद रखो, मेरी जय जयकार करोगे और प्रभुपाद की नहीं करोगे तो मुझे बिल्कुल अच्छा नहीं लगेगा। तो एक ही डांट पड़ी है मुझे अभी तक गुरु महाराज से। चैतन्य चैतामृत में कहा है जीवेरा स्वरूप है कृष्णेर नित्यदास। कृष्ण तक पहुंचने का मार्ग है आपके पास। एक विनम्र इच्छा है मैं बन सकूं गुरु का दास। कठपुतली की तरह नाच सकूं, ना हो कोई स्वतंत्र आस। आपकी ही इच्छा को अपनी इच्छा बना सकूं, यही है प्रार्थना मेरी। गुरुदेव आपके चरणों में हो प्रेम, यही है प्रार्थना मेरी। कभी शराब का नशा तो नहीं किया, पर अहंकार का नशा तो किया है। नहीं किया मांसाहार मैंने, पर अपने शब्दों से अन्यों पर वार तो किया है। कोई जुआ तो नहीं खेलती, पर अपने फायदे के लिए दूसरों का इस्तेमाल तो किया है। नहीं किया अवैध संग, पर टीवी और मोबाइल के द्वारा इंद्रिय भोग तो किया है। अब सभी नियमों का कड़ाई से पालन करके आपको प्रसन्न कर सकूं, यही है प्रार्थना मेरी। गुरुदेव आपके चरणों में हो प्रेम, यही है प्रार्थना मेरी। आप सब भक्तों से भी प्लीज प्रार्थना है कि मेरे लिए ब्लेसिंग देकर अच्छी शिष्य में बन सकूं, जैसे जानवी माता जी है, स्मिता माता जी है, सब है। मैं भी एक अच्छी डिवोटी बनना चाहती हूँ। गुरु महाराज ने मुझे इंस्ट्रक्शन दिए थे जब मैंने दीक्षा ली थी, तो मैं एक डायरी लेके गई थी गुरु महाराज के पास कि कुछ लिख कर दीजिए। तो महाराज ने लिखा था एक अच्छी भक्त बनो। कृष्ण और हरिनाम एक है, इस भाव से जप करो, प्रभुपाद को पूर्ण रूप से समर्पित हो जाओ और बच्चों को संस्कार देके भक्ति की ओर मोड़ो। मुझे लगता था मैं तो सब कर रही हूँ, तब मुझे लगा था मैं सब कर रही हूँ, अब देखती हूँ तो मैं कुछ भी नहीं ठीक से कर रही। तो प्लीज आप सबकी ब्लेसिंग्स चाहिए। हरे कृष्णा।
Namaste Gauravani, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Sri Vasari Gaura Bhaktivinoda, Namo Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Prishna Bhutale, Sri Bhakti Charu Swami Niti Namine. It's very wonderful to be here in Ujjain, and it's our first time in India since Guru Maharaj has passed away. And I thought it would be nice to share some of our travels we've had with him in India. And the first one I wanted to share was our travels to Chandigarh and Amritsar. And we were traveling with Guru Maharaj for a few months, and he wanted to go to Chandigarh. So we all arrived in Chandigarh, and the devotees welcomed us. And it was always wonderful to see Guru Maharaj. The minute he arrived somewhere, he was available to everyone. He knew who they were, the names of their children, what businesses they were running, what work they were doing. And he made them feel so comfortable. And of course, the devotees were so happy to have him staying at their home. And then he'd give the evening program, and he'd go to the temple, and then there'd be casual chatting in the evening when he was having prasad at home. It was very, very sweet, and wherever we went, there was this sort of interaction. And he was so personal, and he took so much care of every loving family that was there. After Chandigarh, which was a very beautiful city, very nicely laid out, designed by one of the great architects, Corbusier, we then drove to Amritsar, and that was a beautiful visit. Again, he stayed with the devotee family, and there were many, many devotees coming around, and there was food and prasadam and casual chats and all these lovely things. They arranged for him to go to the Golden Temple, and it was the first time he'd been to the Golden Temple, so a group of us went with him, and it was a very beautiful visit. It was all quite formally arranged, so the devotee men were working out what time to get there and where to park and where we had to walk and all of that. So we finally arrived. They took the car, Guru Maharaj got out, and we followed him. And the Golden Temple is a very beautiful temple, and Maharaj was very admiring of the beauty and also the Langan, which is their prasadam program. In fact, Srila Prabhupada got the idea of this distribution of prasadam from the Golden Temple with their Langan. They're constantly 24 hours feeding people there. So when you arrive at the Golden Temple, you walk through sort of about a couple of inches of water, and it sort of changes the atmosphere just walking through that water, and suddenly you're in this pristine environment. So even though it's a large complex and many, many devotees are going there every day, somehow or other it's got a pristine feeling to it, and a newness and a freshness. And of course the Golden Dome is beautiful. It's very, very spacious. The architecture is amazing. So we walked through, and then we were guided to go to the centerpiece where the great book is, the Granthi Sahib. And Maharaj was taken through the central quarters where they have the book. And he was very attentive to detail, very respectful all through this time. And it was a very beautiful building. It's a queue, of course, but he was fast-tracked into the quicker queue. And when he arrived at the book, there were different devotees there reading out from the book. And he stayed and he listened for some time. And then he went out. And then after that, we looked at, we walked around the complex, and then we went upstairs to the Museum of Atrocities, which was quite a confronting process. And Maharaj spent quite a long time there looking at the different paintings, because it was done prior to photography, of course. So different painters had painted some of the different atrocities, which were, as I said, quite a confronting thing. But Maharaj paid a lot of attention to these paintings and spent a lot of time in front of them. And he walked through the whole museum at quite a slow pace. I remember, because I couldn't really look at these paintings at all. They were quite confronting, as I've said. But he took it all in, and we finished our visit to the Golden Temple. And we then went home to the devotees' house, and we had a beautiful program that evening. Guru Maharaj gave a wonderful talk. There was prasadam, devotees were coming and going, and it was really lovely. So wherever we went with Guru Maharaj, the devotees made us feel so welcome, and we were hosted so nicely, and everyone was very friendly. And I think that's just a sign of how Guru Maharaj was himself. His courteousness, his hospitality was imbibed by our devotee god brothers and sisters, and they were able to shine that on any strangers who came. So that was the Amritsar experience that we had, which was very, very lovely. Then the other one I wanted to talk about was the time we visited Bangladesh with Guru Maharaj. It was just a short 4 days, but it was jam-packed with so many things, and I'll just choose a little incident. So Guru Maharaj was invited to go down to his place of birth, where a devotee had bought a plot of land so they could establish a preaching center or a temple. And they'd arranged a helicopter for him at that time to get down there, because it was quite a trek by car. So it was during a strike. There was a train strike and a transport strike, and nobody was allowed to go at all on the roads. No ordinary cars were allowed. So they hired an ambulance, and we had a few guards. I think there were 2 armed guards, and Guru Maharaj sat in the front, and the armed guards were in the back with me and Radhavinodini, and we drove through the city with our light. We didn't have any siren or anything, but I felt like I was in a James Bond movie. It was very surreal. And we finally got to the airport, and we got in the helicopter and we flew to his place of birth. And when we arrived, you just wouldn't have believed the crowd. I mean, it was sort of in the middle of nowhere, and it was quite a Muslim-centric area, and they'd invited the local Muslim chief or head of the town, and he was sitting on the stage, and then Maharaj arrived, and he was inundated with people and devotees and scrambling at his feet, and the young men had to sort of make a way for him to get onto the stage. So he arrived on the stage. He was so welcoming to the head of the town, and there was an exchange between them, which was very lovely. And then Guru Maharaj gave a talk, and then that was complete, and then they wanted to show Guru Maharaj around to the piece of land that they'd bought for him. So he got in a car, and Radhavinodini and I were in the car behind. And we were driving through these tiny village streets, and it was so full of people that you actually couldn't drive. The road was quite blocked with people. Anyway, somehow or other, our car got lost, and Guru Maharaj went on, and he must have seen the land, but we got very lost with our driver, and finally there were so many people you couldn't drive at all. So we got out and we started walking in, and then somebody took our hand and they were running us through the streets of the village, and we thought we were going back to the helicopter because it was all becoming quite late. And we were in a rush to get back to the helicopter because the helicopter had to leave before sunset. And it was all becoming a bit of a drama. We didn't know where we were, couldn't speak the language, and assumed that the devotees were taking us back to the helicopter. So we were running down these little streets of the village, and suddenly we got brought into this house, and it was a temple room, and there were Radha and Krishna, deities. And the whole thing was so beautiful. It was like this hunt and the search, and suddenly you arrive and there's Radha and Krishna, and that's really the whole point of it all. Anyway, we let the devotees know after we enjoyed the darshan that we had to get back to the helicopter. So they got us a little rickshaw, and the rickshaw was going quite slowly because of all the crowd. I mean, you cannot believe the crowd. It makes India very, very crowdless compared to the crowd in Bangladesh. And we finally got to the helicopter, and Maharaj was sort of sitting in the helicopter. He was quite anxious because we were late and the helicopter may not have been allowed to depart. And we got in the helicopter, and a sigh of relief, and we flew back to the capital, Dhaka, with Guru Maharaj. And I think he really enjoyed the visit. He'd loved the talk that he was able to give at his hometown or his home place. And I think he was very pleased with the plot of land. And yeah, it was a beautiful visit, but that was just a little part of our sharing of our personal travels with Guru Maharaj. Thank you. It's been lovely to share. Thank you. And also thank you, Bhakti Prem and all the devotees for the most amazing service. We felt so welcomed, so well hosted. The prasadam's been amazing. The decorations are mind-blowingly beautiful, as you'd expect with Guru Maharaj. Very beauty and great attention to detail and quality. So thank you all for such a beautiful hosting for us and all the devotees coming from everywhere. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji, for sharing your wonderful visit with Guru Maharaj. Mataji बता रहे थे किस प्रकार से वो महाराज के साथ, गुरु महाराज के साथ अमृतसर गए थे, गोल्डन टेम्पल विजिट किया वहाँ पे, और उसके बाद बांग्लादेश यात्रा के बारे में बता रहे थे। ये जो आप स्क्रीन पे देख रहे हैं, ये मायापुर का है, ये मेदिनीपुर का है। ओके, लेकिन माता जी बांग्लादेश के बारे में शेयर कर रहे थे, वहां पे किस प्रकार से वो गए और वहां पे जिस प्रकार से मतलब एक भक्तों का पूरा बाढ़ होती है जो गुरु महाराज के पास आना चाहती है। तो माता जी वहां बता रहे थे किस प्रकार से उन्होंने देखा कि जो जिस प्रकार से गुरु महाराज का मनोभाव है प्रेम और सेवा का, वैसे ही उनके शिष्यों में सभी जो गॉड ब्रदर्स और गॉड सिस्टर्स हैं, जब भी वो जहां पे जा रही थी, जैसे अमृतसर या बांग्लादेश, तो वहां पे वैसे ही उनका स्वागत और देख रेख हो रही थी, उसके बारे में शेयर कर रही थी माता जी। और लास्ट में भक्ति प्रेम महाराज को उन्होंने थैंक्स बोला। थैंक यू माता जी।